Hello! Welcome to Essay Nights, the Essay Slayers. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through the effect of Pride and Prejudice on Darcy and Elizabeth and Amb. Euro. And Amb. Trade. S relationship essay. The article's source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at Essay Nights. The link is in the description. The effect of Pride and Prejudice on Darcy and Elizabeth. Unregistered trademark S relationship. The effect of Pride and Prejudice on Darcy and Elizabeth. Unregistered trademark S relationship. The novel Pride and Prejudice unregistered trademark was written in 1796. It was written by a writer whose unregistered trademark S name was Jane Austen. The book was first published in 1813, and has consistently been Jane unregistered trademark S most popular novel. The original version of the novel was written in 1796, and was called First Impressions unregistered trademark. In the story there is a family called the Bennet unregistered trademark S unregistered trademark. This is one of the main families in the book. The whole novel is almost based around this family. In this family there is Mr. and Mrs. Bennet, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Lydia, and Kitty. There are 5 daughters. Mrs. Bennet is very determined to get her daughters married to someone with a lot of money. An entail is to limit the inheritance of property or estate to a specified succession of heirs. A good marriage is very important for everyone. This is because the person you get married to is the person that you are going to spend the rest of your life with. In the time that Austen wrote her novel, marriage was for life. There was no way out of a marriage. Divorce was not a common occurrence as it is today. A good marriage is important because you and your partner are together to have and to hold, in sickness and in health. There are many effects of pride on the relationship of Darcy and Elizabeth. In chapter 33, Darcy says, it distressed her a little. This evidence tells us that Darcy thinks that she likes another man called Colonel Fitzwilliam. He believes that she will marry to have financial security because Colonel Fitzwilliam is rich. However, Elizabeth knows that she will marry for love and not for money. So Darcy is shown to be prejudiced against Elizabeth, because she is of lower class of him and he believes that she will marry for wealth. Hence, Elizabeth unregistered trademark S pride is hurt because she thinks that she may not be of equal level as Darcy in wealth but believes that she is equal to him in her knowledge and understanding. On the other hand, Darcy could just be saying this because he is insecure that she is not interested in him and does not want to show this. So he decides to put down Elizabeth instead of showing that he is hurt by Elizabeth unregistered trademark S decision. Darcy is also shown to be prejudiced towards Elizabeth unregistered trademark S family in chapter 33 in another way. He congratulated himself on lately having saved a friend from the inconveniences of a most imprudent marriage. Fitzwilliam says to Elizabeth that Darcy has said this. Darcy is shown to be boasting about the fact that he has saved his friend from a marriage. He thinks that he has saved his friend from marrying a woman not worth it, and who is not of the same class as them. Elizabeth unregistered trademark S pride is again hurt because he is downgrading her family. Darcy thinks that Elizabeth unregistered trademark S sister Jane is not good enough for his friend, Mr. Bingley. So, Elizabeth unregistered trademark S hatred for Darcy is growing by the fact that he is prejudiced towards her family. The audience now are made to believe that Darcy is a bad guy. However, they do not realize that what Fitzwilliam has said could be gossip. Elizabeth shows pride in her character through the way that she talks about her family. She talks about her father and her sister Jane as being respectable. This is shown in chapter 33 by the phrase respectability, while she is talking to Colonel Fitzwilliam. Here she is trying to show Darcy that her sister, Jane, is more than worthy of being Bingley unregistered trademark S wife. So she shows pride by the fact that she knows that her family is of lower class of the Bingley unregistered trademark S yet her family is more than worthy of being related to them. In chapter 34, Darcy proposes to Elizabeth who rejects him. He says, you should be grateful that a rich man like me is making an offer of a life of luxury. This shows that Darcy is proud of the riches he has yet is being egotistical because he is implying that Elizabeth is lucky to have a rich man ask for her hand in marriage. once again, referring to her and her family as being lower to them. On the other hand, Elizabeth has rejected the proposal from the narcissistic Darcy on the accord of him once again degrading her. She does not want to marry him as she sees herself as equal to be equal to him and not just of a lower class. Darcy is being prejudiced towards her and yet again he has offended the pride of Elizabeth. Elizabeth now thinks that Darcy is a bad man. She thinks that he is arrogant and vain about the fact that he has more money than herself and her family. Yet she still believes that she is of equal status and will not let herself give in to any temptation of wealth, but would like to be with someone who will provide love. Up till this point in the story we can see that both characters, Darcy and Elizabeth, both exhibit pride and prejudice. Darcy is proud of being a high-status, rich, upper-class man. Yet he is prejudiced towards Elizabeth because she is of a lower class and he thinks he should be able to get her easily. On the other hand, Elizabeth has pride in the sense that although she knows she is of lower class, she holds pride in the fact that she has high amount of knowledge and is not a walkover. However, she is prejudiced towards Darcy because she judges him as being someone who is just about money. Also, she makes opinions of him based on what other people have said, not realizing that it might not be the truth. In Chapter 35, Darcy says, Wickham unregistered trademark's chief object was unquestionably my sister's fortune, which is £30,000. Here Darcy is saying that Wickham was only making up stories about what he said about Darcy. Reason being that Wickham made things up about Darcy because he prevented the marriage of him and his sister. Elizabeth begins to realize that he may be telling the truth. Darcy sends Elizabeth a letter, apologizing to her about his actions and expressing his deep-down feelings. He lets her know how he feels about her. This letter really bugged Elizabeth because she read it over and over again. The more she read it, the more she realized that she was wrong of judging him on first impressions. She learns a lot more about him by reading the letter over and over again. As she reads the letter over and over again, she begins to realize that she was in the wrong. However, she does not want to believe this. This is shown in Chapter 35 where Elizabeth says, "This must be false?" This shows us that after realizing what Darcy is really like, she does not want to believe that she was wrong. Maybe because she is proud. However, her views change about Darcy after this. Pride and prejudice have a very big effect on Darcy and Elizabeth unregistered trademark's relationship. I think that both characters have each other to blame for the inconveniences they caused each other. They are both proud of their own social status and they both do not wish to be judged. However, they both are prejudiced towards each other in many senses. Darcy is prejudiced towards Elizabeth because he believes that she should be flattered that he has proposed to Elizabeth, being of a lower class than he is. On the other hand, Elizabeth is prejudiced towards Darcy because she judges him on first impressions and on what she hears about him. I think that this pride and this prejudice that both characters possess only causes them to be distant from each other for a longer period of time and that they should have been a happy couple from the start. This could have been done if they did not let their pride come in the way. View as multi-pages. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about the effect of pride and prejudice on Darcy and Elizabeth and Amb. Euro. And Amb. Trade. S relationship essay as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at A9AYTZ for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.